Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and joining me remotely, as is the case these days, are Carey Bostian and Miera Kim from Red Cedar Chamber Music from the parlor of their home in Iowa City. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good to be here.
One of the nice things about this is I get a little glimpse into everybody's houses. And I know that before we talk about your concert, I know that you live in kind of an historic home in Iowa City. And for those who don't know the story, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, this is the Musser-Dixon house that was built by the Musser Lumber Company in 1890. And James Dixon bought it in 1962, so he was the second owner, and left it to us in 2007 when he passed away. So we're really the second family to live in the house, and it's a 135-year history, and really only the third owners. So it's an amazing Queen Anne Victorian. We're in the dining room. You can see a little bit of stained glass up.
There's a fireplace behind us.
In front of the fireplace in the dining room, and it's got a really big living room, and that's where that's where Red Cedar rehearses typically, and that's where we've set up our live studio.
You have had performances in this home before, so it's kind of preset for our crisis, I guess.
Well,
you've unknowingly been preparing for this moment for years.
That's right.
well, we've always loved the acoustic in this home because there's so much wood and it just resonates without being, overbearing. Usually when we've given performances in the home, they've been house concerts with guests, and we've had to figure out, how do we fit 40 chairs in here, and can people still move around? And for this, it's different. It's the tech, the lighting, all the adapters.
A lot of adapters.
We've learned a lot about dongles in the last few weeks, haven't we?
Yes, and they're not all the same.
It's all about the dongles. So, like many organizations and performers, you've been working hard to figure out a way to keep doing your art, your job, during a time when nobody can come and see you and people can't gather. But fortunately, because of course you have the two of you together, but you actually have enough musicians in your home to form a quartet. So, and the concerts that you're going to be streaming are actually called the Swiss Family Bostian, which I love because we are all kind of stranded in our homes. So tell me how this came about, and then introduce me to the other musicians in the house.
So we, when we had to cancel everything, or shall we say postpone, how do we reach all these audiences? It was really kind of heartbreaking, especially the seniors. They're quarantined. We talked to one of our really great supporters at Methwick. They're taking their meals in their rooms. They don't get to see anybody. And so we thought about trying to reach all of our audiences as a way to, as a way to serve our function, and also to continue to use all this support that we have from corporations and foundations and individuals. They want us to be reaching people, and we want to be reaching people. So immediately we came up with the idea of live streaming, but it's kind of, we didn't want it to just be us. And because we do have two very accomplished musicians in the family that are less than 18 and not going to school, we wanted to do something with the whole family.
We're talking about your sons, Oliver and Adrian, who, as you said, now have plenty of time to practice.
That's all they do all day long. There's no online gaming whatsoever.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We're not using any bandwidth.
Ollie, you want to come in here and say hi to Dennis?
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Hi. I'm
Hey, Oliver. Yeah, nice to meet you. Tell me what instrument you play, Oliver.
I play violin and viola.
And what are you going to be playing in the concert? Both?
Yeah.
He's getting double duty this time around. We're going to do another set of live streams in a few weeks. And on that, Adrian will do double duty on cello and piano.
Well, Oliver, your parents hinted that perhaps you're doing a little bit of online gaming, but when you're not putting in the 9 hours of practice a day that I'm sure is required in the Bostian family home for this, how are you keeping busy during the longest spring break ever?
I've been reading. I've not really been doing schoolwork, but yeah, I've watching Netflix as well.
Well, looking forward to hearing all of you in your concert. And Ollie, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for making a little cameo appearance. Nice to see you. Tell me about the program.
So we start the program with a piece that was actually written by our composer in residence for our family. It was about 10 years ago, and our niece was here visiting during the summer, and we were playing music together. She played the oboe. And so we invited Michael Kimber, who's also a violist, to come over and read, I think, the Mozart Oboe Quartet for oboe, violin, viola, cello. Our boys were too young, much younger. And
they weren't useful at that time.
Yeah.
Cute, but not useful.
Yeah.
We needed a violist, and we invited Michael to come over and read some chamber music with our niece, Libby. And he went home that night and basically composed this quartetino for oboe and strings, so that we could, in honor of the occasion. He used his alias, Ludwig Wolfgang von Kimber.
Wait, let me get his dates. 1737 to 1898. And he's from, let me just hear, what is it? It's like upper lower Swabia, is where he hails from.
And the remarkably well-preserved manuscript was found in a compost heap. But
possible Michael Kimber has maybe studied PDQ Bach just a little bit.
Yes, and boy, let me tell you, he's been entertaining us with daily limericks since this thing started. He's just such a facile composer in all styles, and this is really truly in a classical style. It could have been written by Mozart or Haydn. And so I think that's why I used his alias, because he was really trying to capture a historical style. At any rate, it's a fun piece, 4 movements. Miera's playing the oboe part. Oliver is playing the violin part. I'm playing the viola part. And Adrian
on the cello.
Adrian's playing the cello part on the cello. So it's a little bit of a strange string quartet, but it works really well. And we're thrilled because, we were in the middle of the 2 concert sets that we've not been able to complete. Both featured new compositions by Michael Kimber, and those are going to have to wait. So on these concerts, I think both of them were really thrilled to be able to present his works, even if they're not the ones we commissioned this year, because we love his music. And he's done so much for our organization over these last 2 seasons, and will continue to next season. Yeah, go ahead.
Like all the Red Cedar Chamber concert series, you do multiple concerts, and usually they're in multiple locations, but this time, same location, but multiple times, so that people can get a chance to catch them wherever or whenever they are going to be. So tell me the schedule.
So we're April 15th, Wednesday, is our first one. That's at 1 p.m. That's kind of our music for seniors time slot. And then on Thursday and Friday, April 16 and 17, we're playing at 7 p.m. And then again on Saturday at 1 p.m., April 18th. So it's kind of a mix of times and days. We're really hoping that it's convenient for our typical library audience to tune in at Saturday. Obviously, anybody can tune in to any of the concerts. They're going to be actually, we've got confirmation that 3 of the area
Senior
senior
living
communities, they're going to be on the in-house TV.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So
And
people can be in their rooms and turn it on and enjoy it live, or even, after the fact as well.
so we're just trying to give the program the multiple performances, not just to reach people at different times of day, but also to allow the program to do what happens to improve and mature. When we give multiple performances, by the time we get to the end, we're really comfortable, and I think that helps us share our music with the audience better.
And not one concert recorded and repeated 4 times, but 4 separate performances, just like you would do it if you were doing a concert series.
Exactly.
So assuming that I'm not in a place where I've got a facility IT department that is going to put it on my television for me, how do I tune in?
So on our website is a concert announcement with the links to each of the webcasts and the concert program that you can download as a PDF. We've also shared it on our Facebook page, which is at Red Cedar Chamber Music, and our YouTube channel, which is Red Cedar Chamber Music, all one word, has these events already posted.
And they'll go live at the prescribed
They'll go
times.
live at they're scheduled, and will go live. We've also sent the information to all of our partners, so I'm hoping that libraries will put it on their websites. Senior facilities will distribute the information to their residents. Our rural outreach partners, some of them are community centers with mailing lists. We hope that they'll put the word out there. And it's interesting because our actual audience will be no people. And our average audience is about 30, but undoubtedly our virtual audience will be much larger than anything we've ever played for.
Even though you won't be able to hear them clap.
Exactly. We don't know whether to bow or not.
Well, look at it this way. At least you don't have to worry about people clapping during the movements.
Yeah, at the wrong time.
But we do have to worry about our cats participating.
Well,
we don't mind.
it's the Swiss Family Bostian concert series with 4 chances to get it beginning April 15th. And again, you can visit the Red Cedar website, which is redcedar.org. Or if you're facile on the YouTube, you can just search Red Cedar Chamber Music on the YouTube and find the link there, and it will go live during the performance times. Carey and Miera, congratulations on finding a unique and entrepreneurial solution to this long enforced time when we don't have any opportunities to hear a lot of live performance and live music. And gosh, looking forward to hearing your quartet.
Thanks so much, Dennis. Be well.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast even during a pandemic, and watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcasting app. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.